Across the Bay Area this morning, we're starting off in the low to mid 40s around the bay and along the coast with mid to upper 30s inland. And that's going to be a repeating theme. Chilly mornings, but mild afternoons today and tomorrow and even into early next week. The offshore breeze is going to continue for the next couple of days. Not quite as blustery as the conditions that we had Thursday night into yesterday morning, but still noticeable from time to time, largely at the higher elevations. Passing clouds overhead tomorrow, and then more of a pattern shift taking hold by late next week as we finish the month of November and head into early December. But in the short term, clear skies overhead, really nothing but sunshine today. We are going to see some of those passing clouds late tonight into at least the first half of the day on Sunday, but these are going to be clouds that are pretty high up in the atmosphere and they're not very substantial. So they don't block the sunshine, they just kind of filter it out. It's not really going to have any impact on our temperatures. And then we're back to full sunshine as we start the work week on Monday. Farther down the line, better rain chances are going to head our way, but we're not very confident in the specifics of any rain chance in the long range forecast. Next week's rain chances, you can see the dividing line here. Wednesday begins the potential for that unsettled weather pattern, but the highest rain chances we have are still below 50-50 because there's still just way too much turbulence in the long range data to be very confident in exactly when the first rain chances are going to arrive and which ones are going to follow it up. But the long range outlook, the 6 to 10 day forecast and the 8 to 14 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center both point to that wetter than average weather pattern, not just for the Bay Area and not just for California, but most of the western U.S. as we head through the first full week of December, something that we'll keep you updated on as we head through the next several days. Let's take a look at today's forecast high temperatures, which are going to top out either near average or slightly above average. Low to mid 60s in the Santa Clara Valley. In fact, low to mid 60s for the entire Bay Area. It doesn't really matter if you are farther inland, if you're around the bay, or if you're along the coast. Temperatures are going to top out between 61 and 65 degrees. Think back to just a few months ago when we had 30, even 40-degree differences between coastal and inland parts of the Bay Area. Today, a 4-degree difference between the coolest spots in the map and some of the warmer locations. Best chance of getting a little farther into the 60s looks like it's going to be for the North Bay, where the downslope winds have a better chance of warming up just a little bit more. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast, which does include a slight cool down as we head towards the end of the 7-day time frame. That's when the unsettled pattern is going to start to develop, but we are being deliberately vague with the wording of our shower chances for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and just saying showers possible each of those days. Eventually, things should come into better focus and we'll be able to kind of narrow in on which day is going to bring the first rain chance to the Bay Area and exactly when the follow-up waves of moisture might arrive. But at this point, again, the long-range data just has not been pointing to any kind of consistent solution in that regard. It is going to be a little bit cooler as those waves of rainfall eventually arrive whenever they decide to do so. Not much variation in temperatures across the Bay Area. Pretty much everybody is going to be within 4 or 5 degrees of each other from bayside to coastal to inland parts of the Bay Area, all the way into early December.